just leave him the water to do? That'll give him...
That's a big deal down there, mate. They're shooting all week.
Oh,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And then they're not shooting from Friday to Tuesday.
Okay.
Friday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
I would have known that. We'd have left the fucking cutting for a week.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, we didn't know.
So, leave 100 acres.
Won't matter, will it?
No. Me and Dave go down after 4 o'clock.
If we just basically go down on bloody Wednesday,
Yeah.
10 it Wednesday, roll it up Friday.
Yeah.
We could bale it Friday.
Yeah.
I suspect we'll be doing other stuff.
Yeah, we'll just fit it in, won't we?
We'll have to just
It'll be
try and fit
hundreds
it
of
in.
bales.
No, it's just time consuming.
Yeah.
But the other side of that, we could go down after 4 o'clock and row up after 4 o'clock. When I'm friend
Oh, yeah.
off, we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
go down after 4 o'clock and row half of it and
Yeah.
then row the other half.
Yeah,
Something
definitely.
like that. But basically, we could aim at baling it Friday.
Yeah.
We're not from Friday to Wednesday because they're not shooting the boy Monday, Tuesday.
No. Alright.
But it's shut the weekend, so that you know,
Yeah.
we've got a big window.
Oh,
But if it just fucking lays there, it lays there. It's not going to go anywhere, is it?
No. It's
We
only
don't
cow
touch
food
it too
anyway.
much. The only thing I do want is when we all go moving to get the bloody wet out of it.
Yeah. 7th of July today? 7th? Yes, Monday the 7th. We had a day off yesterday. Farmer gave everyone a day off. A little bit of weather came through. At the farm we had 13 mil of rain, which was yeah, quite a large amount considering what we've had previously. There just hasn't been any substantial rain, so that will only do some good somewhere. But now they're talking of another week of 30-degree plus weather, so we're gonna just bush every little bit of grass that we've got down, and yeah, what we got at the end of it is what we've got. So, but it's gonna be another busy week, busy-ish week. This year you're more busy with maintenance than you are actually living haymaking, which is just mad. Anyway, got a customer with some big bales. We don't go too far on the road with these. There'll be more tedding this week. There'll be a little bit more raking, and then after this spell we should be getting somewhere close to go combining. So farmer will be getting his combine ready, getting the panels back in, making sure the combine's ready to go, and then we'll get into the straw, and then we'll be a bit busier again. It'll be nice. Me and farmer sometimes use this barn for either wet corn or just a different type of corn. If you've got a wheat, barley, or oats or whatever, it's just another place to store corn. We blow it all out, we've washed all the walls down, we've washed the floors down, so it's all nice and clean. But we put these barriers in just to contain it, just in case, you know, over spills or whatever. Anyway, me and farmer put the barriers in. We always forget how they go. It takes ages, it takes longer than it should. We're expecting another hot week. Keithy's gone off with the mowers, he's gone mowing again. We should probably just get the rest of the haymaking done, whether it be for cows, whether it be big bales, and you know, there'll be a lot going on. We'll just get it all chopped down, do it in this nice spell. Today well, this afternoon we're going to get all the hay machines ready. We've got a little bit of hay down that got a bit wet. We'll have a look at that. It's only cow food anyway, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Got the baler to blow off, grease up, oil the chains. We tried fixing a puncture on the 70. It's going down again, so we're going to have a tyre of some sort for that. We looked inside and it is yeah, it's not worth repairing. So yeah, we've got the guy at Farrell's, Elvis, he's going to sort that out, whether it be a new tyre or he's going to try and find us a part worn one first, see if we can. It doesn't warrant new tyres, that thing, you know, it just doesn't do the hours that all the others do. Anyway, we've got the tedder to grease, we've got the other tedder to grease, we've got the rake to put on and grease. Teleporters will want blowing off again this week, and I need a mast, and we'll get this thing blown off. 4 farmers over there working on the tipper trailer, putting a new, we broke the perspex panel in there, so he's cutting a new perspex panel, put that in there. Yeah, Keithy spent the morning washing it out, getting that ready. The hire trailer should arrive this week well, it should arrive in the next week or so. So we always buy borrow one of those Richard Weston trailers, beautiful trailer, just for the combining. The round baler's ready to go. I just got to put oil in it and put a new net in it. There'll be some round baling this week. There'll be a bit of everything going on again. Yeah, and then I imagine we'll be out there testing the corn, seeing if any of the corn will go, because people are just saying, you know, corn's coming in a little bit earlier, a couple of weeks earlier than normal, just down to the dry weather and whatnot. But yeah, we got enough work on this afternoon. Right, me and Farmer are on greasing and blowing off and getting things ready. But this tyre is knackered. We put a gator in there, we had the tyre off. It was hard work, but we had to go at it anyway, and still leaking. So we yeah, it's down, you know, it's end of life tyre anyway. It's part 1 when it come in, bit of a get you out of a jam sort of thing, and it did. It got us out of a jam last year. So yeah, the guy Elvis will sort that. Last year it was doing 2,000 plus bales per day, and yeah, this year when you're sort of only covering half of that, you sort of don't know where to call it quits on the greasing. But we tend to just give everything, especially the UJ, especially these two are on the they're on angle, both UJs are, so we tend to do them every single time. The one running straight ain't too bad, but when you're turning a corner, I just do them all. I just give them a couple of pumps. You can't hurt nothing with grease. Anyway, oil in the chain there. There's a chain under here, 2 chains under here, one there on the inside, and there's a big long one on the outside. Knotters, needles, what else? The 2 big ones on top for your main plunger bearings. You've got top and bottom side of the needles this side, and these ones, they got to be done every day. There's a clutch under here. Coles is on the other side on his one, and then the 2 main bearings on top, they got to be done every day as well, plus the flywheel in the front as well. But they're all easy to do, really easy. The maintenance on this thing just takes, you know, when you blow it off and grease it up and oil it, just takes half hour. So yeah, then I do the tractor as well. I've had all the panels off the tractor. The little 70's different. It's got slide out radiators, so slide them out, blow them off, air filter in there, blow that out, and that's surprising, even on a short day, how much rubbish builds up around the engine. So yeah, these are just daily, usually end of day jobs. Same tyres as the 6480s, so Farm Fort Solid. You might as well have a new set of tyres, save messing about. We were after a part 1 but they ain't got one, so yeah, they've done us a good deal on 2, so that'll do. The boys from Farrell's will be down, put them on. That's going down faster than I like to see. That might be flat by morning. We had it off, put a patch in there, still leaking, so that's just the way it is. Anyway, Baler's been going sweet. The biggest problem we've had this year with this thing, we've had to push the wedges, side wedges in. Biggest problem has been getting the material up into the throat, because this one and Coles, this one's got a bigger throat to take more material up, and if you don't fill that chamber, it will produce you a bit of a spongy old bale. So yeah, it's like but when the crop's thin, it's actually worse. You need to get yeah, there's quite a fine balance with this thing, keeping that throat filled to produce a nice bale. We're having to put plenty of pressure on. The hay's been really short. This is actually some of the better stuff. They were just on one of the better fields, but the hay's been ever so short. So yeah, trying to form a good bale this year has been a pain in the butt. And we hear on the grapevine, not just us having problems. Anyway, we have got in this box here, and we will put it in for sure. These are just extra pressure wedges, and they go in here exactly like that, and they just put more side pressure on the bale. Might even don't know, it's a bit too late for the end of this year because there just isn't that much to go at. But next year we might just put them in to start with and just leave them in. But we are going to put them in for straw for sure, and that will hopefully get us a bit better bale when we're in the straw as well. So we took them out because they were in there to start with. They go in here, you take those two bolts out there and then put the wedge in, put the bolts back in, easy as that. But we took them out to start with last year. We were doing a bit of ryegrass, and the chute was getting blocked up with material. Then it blew the shear bolt, so we took them out just so it was a bit freer moving through the chute there. So yeah, and we probably should have put them back in for the start of this year, but yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how different years bring different problems. So that's been noticeable this year anyway. But the baler itself, what a machine. Yeah, when we get into some good straw, you know, Daisy will start pumping some bales out. Bit of a maintenance video this one, but yeah, this is a 6480. Uncle Franklin likes this one on the Rake. Has got GPS, but I don't think he's interested in using it anyway. On these older 6480, they just designed this so nice. Everything folds away. You can get in there, blow it out, absolutely beautiful. We try and keep everything blown out as much as we can. You can see it all building up in there. That wouldn't be too bad, you know, you could run it like that, but once that gets all over the radiator, then the temperature soon starts to rise. So we try to, you know, when it gets super busy, like a day like today is perfect, because we're going to put the rake back on. So blow it all off, blow the back end off, because the back end, usually the gearbox gets covered in hay, and not too bad this year actually. I think we blew it off not so long ago, but it all starts to build up on there. Then the heat rises, and then when you've got high temperatures coming in as well, it all adds up to yeah, a possible problem. You know, we'll check the oil, we'll check the coolant as well while we're here, and yeah, then we'll stick it on the rake. We'll get the rake greased up. I like to blow inside out all the vents here, because this is where all the air is coming through, so I like to blow it all out, make sure it's all clear. And the air filter as well, we'll get the air filter out of there. That just clips out of there like that. I tend to do the radiators first, then do that. But yeah, maintenance day. That front one there is your air conditioning radiator, and all these little fins, you have a look, they're designed to run clear, to get the air through them to cool down the radiator. And if your aircon ain't working so well, start with that, just blow it out. Especially on our teleporters, if you don't blow them out, you can soon see a difference. Yeah, if they're not running clear. Anyway, air filter, everything, just get it all blown out. Everything runs clean, clear, and nothing gets hot. You got to do this stuff in the shade, even when it's only low 20s outside at the moment. But you got to do it in the shade, because you soon get hot. But yeah, rake's on. Quite simple, just PTO shaft. Very simple. We're going to grease this up. So there'll be a UJ here, there'll be a UJ here. There's little grease points on the front wheels there. There's various pieces on the moving parts of the arm. They're a bit of a pain in the butt actually. I think we've got to get a new guard here or something. Farmer was telling me the other day. Anyway, not a bad rake. This is a good rake, you know, well made. We've got one or two bent arms on it. We have got a full new set of arms whenever we want to put them on, but it's doing an okay job at the minute, so we'll put them on if we ever have to. But yeah, grease points on the back there. The wheels turn. This is So when you when the headstock turns, it turns the rear wheels, so you can get in the corners real tight. They're not the easiest grease points to get on, but you can get on them. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing, is getting this thing greased up. Then yeah, should be okay for, I don't know, we usually run it 3 days and then give it another grease. I don't know what happened to the day yesterday, that just disappeared. We were yeah, getting machines sorted, ready to go, and then I got some I'll show you in a second. I got some flashing beacons for the front of this tractor. We just find that they're ever so bright. I get them from a company called Response Vehicle Lighting, just for the beacons, because they are just mega bright. Anyway, it does just help you on the road, and it's sort of proven itself over the time that we've had them. Anyway, we were messing about with them, and we've got some land where the army are training, and you can't get down there until after a certain time. Anyway, Christ, we looked at the clock, it's 6 o'clock. We should have been down there 2 hours ago. So me and Davo shot off. It's just cow hay mainly, that we were oh god, I'm not even aimed at the right place. Anyways, ever such rough land. It was an old bombing range years ago. The cows usually, we take a, you know, every year we take some grass off it for cow hay and whatnot. I got this tether is so bloody annoying. We need that open. The one thing this tether needed, I asked the man at the show, I says to him, have you got a stand just to hold this thing square while you hook on? Oh no. Well, why not? Because even when it sits square, it's still a pain in the ass. You've got the wheel on the other side holding it. As good as it gets. Oh. By the time I get back out there, it would have fallen down again. Anyway, I've lost my thought now. Anyway, me and Davo went turning last night late. God, 6 o'clock before we started. Anyway, we just wanted it spread out because the army are training all week, and you can get down there after 4 o'clock. So our thought process on it is, little bugger, stay there. When we swap implements, these screens are slightly different to the other ones that we use. The other ones you sort of select your implement, but these ones you select your profile, which is like a way of setting your implement, because how you have your implement set and where you have your spools, as long as you plug them in the same at the back, they'll always be the same. So the last time I set this up, I plugged it in the exact same in the back. So we just click on our tether, which is that one, we'll press OK, and however we had the tether set up, so I know I plugged it in spool 2, but I know I've got the rollover on spool 3 over there, just so I don't knock it accidentally at the same time as unfolding it and causing a bit of upset in the folding mechanism. So yeah, it saves everything. It saves your GPS settings, it saves your hydraulic settings, it saves everything. So it's yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's anyway, we've got a bunch of tines to change. I will show you one, and then we got to get going. I've got the tether to grease, park it in this shade where we were yesterday. It's an old bombing range. There's a target field very close by, and super rough, just super rough on machinery, you can't help it. So me and Davo went down there last night and got that ted out, and we will just rake it and bale it when probably tomorrow, maybe tonight. We might be a bit baling tonight, we'll see how we go. Empty. Didn't think that would last long. Here we go. We put the flashers on the front of the tractor there. They changed the grille of the bonnet a little bit and they don't fit as nice, but just checking tyres before we go. You do not want to get there and have a flat tyre. Right, we're heading over to Graham and Martin's setting this time. But yeah, we fit the tractors with flashers. They're just a bit more noticeable on the road, but they just give people something to look at. What were we doing the other day? It was I can't remember what day it was. I think it was a Sunday morning. Anyway, we were waiting for the sun to come out. I think we had some hay down, whatever. We went up to Collinsfield. He had a load of old straw bales there that the nets needed to be cut off, so that wasn't a fun job, but it was nice and cool that morning and it couldn't have been more perfect. Anyway, we set into that. Then me and Dave went tedding for the afternoon, and then the farmer and Darren come and mended the various tracks here and there. So they done this one, they done another one up Coles, and yeah, we always go through it with a grader, just grade it off. I think I've done videos on the grader before, but they tip a little bit of planings on, push it with a grader, and then it just fills in the potholes. Just from the potholes are only usually there just where the lorries are running up and down in the winter and the wet. So, but they've done a lovely job anyway. It's nice and smooth now. Before you're sort of, yeah, just they need maintenance, these tracks, and if you stay on top of them, you know, the next year it's half a job again, if you know what I mean. So we like to stay on top of them. Anyway, they've done a nice job with this one. But yeah, so that's side fields here at Jim's. These will be worked on 3 weeks time. Dave will be going across them with a topper. We'll mulch everything on top down, and then we'll see how hard the ground is and see what cultivation we can do on it. We would like to get the disc graters in. We might have to set the discs on them first, depending on how hard it is in there. So we'll just see on that one, see on the day. You know, a lot can happen in 3 weeks. So, but before then, I think we'll be combining anyway. So I think there'll be lots of little different things going on here and there. But we will be drilling these ones with winter wheat, hopefully, fingers crossed, if we get the weather windows. And yeah, I think yeah, I'm praying for a good year this year. So, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, these are a pleasure, lovely to drill, and we're going to be on this tractor. We're going to be on a new drill, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, spoke to me guy at Massey. He has told me how I get a camera to me sea tank, to my screen, so we can have one of my screens showing the sea tank, we'll have the other screen showing the GPS, and I cannot wait. I don't think the drill's coming with Isobus, because you could have one on Isobus, one on GPS, and you can check your camera manually, you know. But whatever, it's going to be yeah, all these are going to be the same. We're over at Graham and Martin's. These are some they usually do, you know, for their own cows, but the farmer was saying to me they've got a little bit of stock left over from last year, so they said to farmer we could come and haymake them, which is really nice of them, considering the year that is on. And yeah, it's going to be some beautiful stuff actually. We need to make some 4-stringers, so this is just going to be perfect. It's the only place I've seen so far with any crop in it, so yeah, I don't know what they did to it to make it grow, but there's a normal crop here, I'd say, you know, yeah, well above average for the year, and it'll make some lovely hay. So yeah, thank you Graham and Martin for this. Yeah, we might have to owe you one on this one. We're on some beautiful, real nice, this is called this is our neighbour Yvonne's, this is her paddocks, and yeah, some absolutely top grade hay. Not massive quantities, but you know, in places it's better than we've seen in others. So yeah, going to be nice to get onto this. Small bales this will be for. Anyway, lovely block going on here. The weather is just set to be hot for the next 7 to 10 days. So yeah, we've got a real nice spell coming. And I think Daisy's coming out with Ted in tomorrow, because there'll be plenty ahead of us tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday we should, well, I imagine we'll be baling. This is ever so fine stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if this is ready Thursday, Friday. So yeah, there'll be a lot going on in a short amount of time. There'll be round baling, 4-string baling, small baling, most likely all in the same day. Farmer's gone off, he's gone to round bale some of the grass for me and Davo Ted last night. That's just destined for cow bales, so he'll go and bale them, we'll pick them up. You know, it's not a major concern of ours to pick them up immediately. We'll go and pick them up when we get time. Yeah, so they've gone off to do that this afternoon. Keithy's out there still mowing. Linda has been delivering with Hayes. And the guys from Chandler's, just for an update, I told them about the spool valve that was creeping, and they are straight on with that. I knew they would be, to be fair. They are getting parts ordered, ready for when tractor will be laid up for a day or two, and they'll get that mended, and that will be a warranty job. I knew that would be the case, and yeah, wasn't a concern of mine at all. I knew they would get that sorted. So the last thing I want to do is put LEDs around the tractor, but that's for another day, and that's a big project, so, and expensive. As I found out. The Agco ones are just mental money. They are just, I think they're nearly 300 quid a unit, a light unit. So yeah, it's not going to be Agco ones, but we'll see. That's a task for another day, and hasn't got to be done straight away. You know, that's something we can save up for and upgrade another day. Anyway, I won't need Kiki tells me I don't need lights when I got GPS. Which is fair enough.